Puerto Rico. Who's getting ready for that Pineapple Express? Are you going to get closer, or what are you going to do?
Pineapple Express. I got a bite. You know, I got bit, you know, mosquitoes. And then today there was people are like, mosquitoes are out? Yeah, mosquitoes are out. They're not the West Nile type. What is happening?
Sure? I just drank down the wrong side.
Do you need fucking a Heimlich already?
I don't think you can use Heimlich for liquid.
Well, we can try it. Apparently it was stuck.
Maybe that's me being freaky.
Hi, Joanne.
I like the Heimlich.
Freak in the sheets.
I love the Heimlich.
The freak in the sheets, right?
What is the Pineapple Express? That's like an atmospheric river that brings rain from the tropics to the West Coast, mostly California. And it brings like a substantial amount of water. I think like half of our entire water supply is 2 or 3 Pineapple Express storms every year.
It's not going to be big in the valley. It's bigger on the coast than it is in the valley. So
we will see.
It says an inch to an inch and a half tonight.
Is that it? Well, what about tomorrow?
It's not raining tomorrow.
So it's going to rain 5 inches in the Bay Area, but by the time it gets 50 miles east, it's going to be...
I'm telling you what the news has been saying about the valley. 1 to 1.5 inches.
Per hour?
No.
All right.
No.
You sure?
No. Mm-hmm.
I am excited about the 49ers. I mean, doesn't get any better. I'm going to get to watch till the very end of the year. And just hopefully they're going to win that last game.
Charles, how's the bed?
Nothing matters unless you win
just
the last
kidding,
game.
A dryer.
That's a pretty good rule for all sports.
Yes, he is the Hamburglar.
Unless you win the last game, nothing matters. 49ers can bang bang.
Gang gang.
We got Chiefs fans here.
I say gang gang.
Bang bang.
I know, but I always say gang gang.
I don't know. It's going to be a good game. I mean, Mahomes versus Purdy.
Deidre, I've had a day. My head has been killing me. So I've been trying to...
Thanks, Rubes.
I have to tell you, I've been trying to like rest today because I have just been so dead. And I changed Ed's sheets, and so his comforters were balled up on his bed. And this guy, for 3 hours, would not, while I was washing his sheets, because I was too lazy to go upstairs to get new ones, was driving me nuts because his bed was unmade. How am I going to sleep? Where am I going to sleep? I don't know how I'm going to sleep. Where am I going to sleep? How am I going to sleep? Where am I going to sleep? Fuck. So I finally had to get up, half asleep, and make his fucking bed because I was done. I couldn't deal with it.
Has he been sleeping well? I don't know. I mean, I know that I've been sleeping well, so it's hard to tell, you know, how many times he gets up. If I don't wake up, I don't know that he's been up. I know that in the middle of the night, he was... I know that I had to deal with him in the middle of the night last night, but it was only once.
Once, and then he was up this morning because I was doing.
He was up this morning when I got up in the like at 5:30 in the morning.
Keeps the lights on, and I think alerts him.
I have earned the sleep, and I've slept a lot better than I have been. You know, I even slept well surprisingly in New Orleans, and I never sleep well.
He went on a rabbit hole. Run. No, we don't worry. He'll go to the front door.
All the exterior doors are secured. He cannot get outside. Well, except there's one door he doesn't know about it, but we gotta lock that.
How do we know? Because we have spidey senses, and we know.
We know if he ever goes outside, it sets off an alarm.
We're on the opposite sides of the house, and we got it handled. Trust us, we do. We've been doing this for 2 years.
My worry is I don't hear him get up, and he's inside and falls somewhere. That's my worry.
That's the worry.
That's the worry.
The fall inside the house.
Is the fall, yeah. Because he's not getting out. But, you know, sometimes. I do have to get some photos of Bill. I'm going to call my cousin and ask him to send me some pictures that they think are appropriate to post of their dad, and I will show you what Bill looked like younger. He's a good-looking guy. He was a ladies' man, that's for sure.
Yes, we got the Super Bowl tickets, $10,000 a ticket, and we're taking all of the family, all 5 of us. Yep, that's what we're doing.
Grandpa's singing the national anthem
We're taking all of
with
us.
Taylor.
Actually, Taylor invited us from that last live.
Yeah, Taylor was on.
She was
You
on,
didn't know-
and she sent us.
She comes on lots of social media, but with
She
a
does.
different name. If
And-
you look really closely.
And so she actually messaged me and said, "Girl, I love your spice. I love it. I want to invite you into the suite of the Kansas City."
And then
fans."
she texted me some dirty pictures, and I was just,
No, now you're going on a little bit too far.
They're going to
I
believe
know.
the first part, but not the second?
Yes,
All
I
right.
think they would believe the first part, other than the dirty pictures.
Yeah, they're going to believe that.
Because
Taylor
you
Swift
versus
called
Kelsey,
you.
let's
I believe
see.
that.
You versus Kelsey. I mean, come on. I mean, you're cute in my eyes, but not for Taylor. You're.
Now, I mean, Nick is one thing, but Travis, I mean, it's not like he's going to have another career as a model after he's done with football.
I mean,
He has hair. I'll give him that.
he's got bushy eyebrows.
Okay, if you like bushy eyebrows.
I'm just saying.
Whatever. How old? What's the age difference between those two?
What's the
Anybody
age
know?
difference between you and Kelsey? A lot. Like
Kelsey and Taylor.
40 years.
So he's 15. Fuck, man, you've accomplished a lot, Kelsey. A couple Super Bowls at 15. That's pretty damn good.
A lot of people think Travis is hot, by the way.
I'm sure that he's hot, and a lot of people. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I just don't find him very attractive. Personally, he's not my type.
He's 34.
He's 34?
No, not yet.
I was gonna. Is he really only 34? Because he looks a little older than that.
I mean,
I'm not
don't
saying.
be a hater.
I'm not. I'm just
You're being a
saying.
hater.
Hey, he's not. It's not an easy life to be in the NFL. Those guys work hard and they beat themselves up. They age early.
You know, I'm not.
Have you seen some like 50-year-old, 60-year-old football players
I'm not.
limping around?
I don't think he.
What? It beats up your body.
I don't. Jason is my favorite. His personality. I love it. I love it. I am not. What? He's 56. He's 34.
That's young. I mean, that's damn young.
I'm
So
always
then, I thought, so Taylor's 30. I always think Taylor's like 19.
No, she's not anymore.
I'm jealous of Travis,
People
but
age
not because
just
of
like
Taylor.
you. The
I
Super
would have,
Bowls.
if I could have been
Football.
anything,
He would
I
have
would have been played football.
He would have been a vet or a football player.
I would have been a football player if I could. If I had the size, speed, and talent, I'd have been a football player.
And well.
Unfortunately, I only got 2 of those things.
What did
I didn't
you
get the size.
You didn't get. Well, you got the size.
Not the same thing. Oh. Taylor should buy the team. That's hilarious. She could buy the team.
They're both 34. Taylor's 34.
Wow.
Lord, she's getting
Taylor
old.
looks young and he looks old. I do drink Modelo. I don't mind. I haven't had it in a long time. But this is really low calorie and low carb. She's going to have to change. You can't be 50 and sing, I will never, ever, ever, I'm never, ever, ever getting back together with you again. So she's going to have to update her music it's going to have to be all, looking forward to menopause. Travis is hot. All right.
There's a lot of.
Ultra is the way. It's not bad for a low-cal drink, I'm telling you. Because I don't really like a lot of the light stuff, but it ain't bad. Did I overtalk you again or something? Mm-mm. Am I jealous? I'm jealous that he's in the NFL doing what I wish I could do. Yes, that I am a little jealous. It's not like I'm up nights going, frick, I wish I was Travis. But I would have liked to have had, an NFL career. I just
Burger King
wasn't in the
onion
cards.
rice. Are they good? Onion rice. Rings.
Diet Sprite's not bad. No caffeine. You gotta like that.
Travis who? I don't know. Who's Travis? I'm out of
Okay,
wine.
I like the beer.
I only have like one cup of
What,
wine
Dan?
left. I don't have any more.
What? You done with this? All right, I'll take it. All right, all right. I'll wrap it up, Pop.
Do either of us work?
Do you
No.
have protein in that salad?
He had an egg.
You had the egg?
Yeah.
Okay. Dad, you might get hungry in a minute, so I'm gonna put this in the fridge. Oh my Lord!
I'm full.
Dad, how are you full? It's all the food's on
Jimmy
your
G
chin.
is hot. I never thought he was cute until like he's aged a couple of years, and now I think he's cute.
No.
Yeah, I don't have any wine.
You might like it later.
I had like one.
You might
one
want
cup.
it later on tonight.
Shit.
Sometimes you get hungry.
So
What I want you to do, Pop, I'm gonna give you your pills, all right? Hang on.
I'm struggling. I have a seltzer.
I'll
I guess
get
I'll
you your
drink a seltzer.
meds. Your pills, your
My head hurts.
I'm gonna get your medicine.
Dan is dramatic and loud. I look much younger than my
Never,
old man.
never, ever.
Cause I am. Josh is hot. Pops. Yeah, I'm out of alcohol, you guys. I didn't plan very well. Some football pants?
Thank you, Dan.
No. Dan doesn't. Dan doesn't. Dan wouldn't fit out the bum area. We would need to put padding in the back. No, I have not seen Queen's Quest. By the way, my friend Judy gave me her Discovery Plus information, and so I'm going back now and I'm starting to watch the things that TLC wouldn't let me watch. So yeah, so I watched one of the episodes on season 18 that wasn't available, and now there's part 1, part 2. I already watched part 3, but I need to watch part 1, part 2, and then the wedding. So I have it now. So thank you, Judy, if you are on. I was catching up on everything, and then I'm catching up on now that stuff. Yes, Judy. And I saw Judy made me my little Mrs. D. Selno little icon. I was like, oh, that's so cute. Hi, Aspen. How are you? No, Dan is not talking to himself. Am I actually attracted to Dan? Yes, believe it or not, I am. Only because he was really hot back in the day, so I still have those memories. I am very spoiled from my friends. Nobody else. Hello in Rancho Cordova. Is it raining yet? We're just sprinkling here. There was some gusts of wind a little bit earlier, but now it's like dead silent. I do have Netflix. Dan is hot. Hello in Ireland. Bye in Ireland. Only because he was really, yes, he was really hot back in the day, and that's when he landed me, and that's when I became his wife.
Put them in your mouth.
They're fine. I should have handled that. Your son spoiled me. My son did. What did I do for a career? I was a manager in a daycare center. Yeah. It is crazy wind in Central Valley. Hi, Sunita. He is still attractive, of course. Is Dan my dad? No, that's gross, Truck. I've had 3 kids with him. You think I would have 3 kids with my dad? In the purses, yes. Y'all, I take purses. So if y'all want to send me purses, very welcome over here. Dan looks better now. In some ways, yes. Yes, DJ. That's why Dan's bald. I accidentally did a bad haircut. There was no guard. Hi, Patty. What kind of purses? Sweater. Are you Dan's mom? Yes, I'm Dan's mom.
Carefully.
Yeah, they're not. Well, because Grandpa's wasn't taking his pills.
You want this one, or do you want something else on the TV?
Daniel. Hi, Liam. No
You
mention
want this,
purses.
or you want a different show?
Liam,
You want a
Gucci or
different
Louis
show
Vuitton
on
over
television?
here. So you're getting off
You wanna watch
scot-free
the
with
news,
Coach.
or what do you want to watch?
Just saying. So Andrew bought me I'm itching. I have a freaking mosquito bite. You did? Fanta? Is that how you say it? Well, welcome.
The
to
news.
crazy. Yes, I'm still in my husband. I mean, when you're married for so long, like, don't you have to be? Like, isn't that, do we, huh? What happens? Yes, there is love, there is passion, there is annoyances, there is frustrations, and there is anger. I should have given. He's eating. I love it. Oh, thank you, Fata. I love it. I'm glad you enjoy it and see us for what we are. Or no, that it's Louis Vuitton. Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Let him drink his beer in peace. Okay, Lee, is he not? Mm-mm. Dan socks. I'll look. Let's look. It's called Marriage. Yeah. Hannah is. Yeah. Hannah's him. She just has my coloring. Hannah looks like him. Oh, why are you blowing on me?
Oh, I'm just tired.
What is our age gap? He's 20 years older than me. I don't get fillers. Does this look like I got fillers or Botox? Look at those wrinkles. Look at my 11s. Fillers? Nope. Botox? Nope. Don't got me. Hi, Ames. Go for a Birkin. I'm not into the Birkins. I'm not into the Birkins. I don't know. Just not. Z Gucci.
I'm not 20 years older than her. I don't know why she says things like that, but no. 6 years is the age difference.
God,
people listen to you. I'm not.
Can you hurry up?
I'm 70 years old.
And get that bug stifled.
You think that beer's going to erase the bug?
I don't know. I'll give you another. If we need a.
You think I'm Jack Nicholson in terms of endearment?
We need to stifle
You need
that
some
bug
drinks.
up your ass.
You need some drinks too.
Dan swallows.
You need some drinks
Oh,
to stifle the bug you got up your ass.
My son gave me a Gucci. I have not used it because it's raining and it has bamboo handles, and so I won't do it. Dan, love your content. My dad was diagnosed last week. Oh, you have been a huge help. Oh, Jordan, thank you.
Sorry about that diagnosis, but the good news is that there are treatments out there. We are in the era of treatment, and what?
Finish, because that's an important thing.
And if you are in the medical system and you just got diagnosed, then you will be your mom or dad will be in a position to participate in trials and potentially benefit from new medications that are just coming through the cycle, just coming down the pipe right now. So it's never good to be diagnosed. It's better to be diagnosed today than it was 10 years ago, and it will be better in 10 years. And 10 years, and then hopefully we will live in a world without Alzheimer's and all other dementia, which is the motto of the Alzheimer's Association.
No habla español. Dan, I was trying to get Danielle tattooed somewhere on his body.
I don't tattoo. I mean, I don't
if
feel
you
the need
loved
to.
me, you would.
Okay.
I want it on
if
your
you
right.
love me, you'd chop your left pinky off.
All right.
All right.
I would do it for you.
I'll get the knife.
I would do it for you.
Hannah did move out, but she may be coming back. She may be coming back.
People want to see you in some football pants.
There's 3 things that don't lie.
His ass. He has no
3
ass.
things that don't lie. Drunk people, children, and yoga pants. And you could add football pants to that too. So no thank you. Someone gave that joke at the Alzheimer's Association.
That's funny. And
It's
you
not
didn't,
bad.
And you didn't joke.
I did joke.
Not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't.
I didn't get up and say, "Are you ready for the last speaker?"
That was a joke?
It was a joke. And then I'll keep my comments to under an hour. That was a joke. I didn't say it was a funny joke.
See, Dodo will tattoo Danielle on him.
Hey, a lot of people don't mind getting tattoos. I don't have piercings or tattoos. I don't like breaking my skin for any unnecessary reason. Just my own little quirk. I know they're supposed to be funny. I asked you guys for some funny jokes and I got, what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. What did the bull say to his son on his way to school? Bye, son. Those are the jokes I got. So, yes, it would be nice. I'm not a comedian, so I needed help, and that's all they got was what I could come up with. And
You did say you never felt closer with your dad than when you clipped his toenails.
no, the biggest
Was
laugh.
that
No,
was
the
that
biggest
mental
laugh
thing?
is when I said, and I delivered it very well. Or my wife will wax my nose here on camera. That got the
That
biggest
wasn't
laugh.
funny though.
But it got the biggest laugh.
I know. But
Nothing I said was funny, apparently.
ow.
Did you even watch the speech?
I did. And I heard it 5,000 times since you've been back.
A lot of comments.
Mm-hmm.
See, I made jokes. I enjoyed it. I actually found that I enjoy that kind of thing. It was really kind of cool. Gigi, it's up right now on YouTube and TikTok. The whole speech is up.
Oh, Laura, I'm sorry. It happens. People don't like me. But I have more love than I do have negative, so let's remember that. But people are ugly. I haven't been on today because I just haven't wanted to deal
Why
with
do you
it.
sleep upstairs and not with me?
Because we're out of love. We're going for the divorce.
Because I'm 20 years older than her, and apparently I don't work anymore.
You guys were right. We are doomed for an eternity of hell and unhappiness and divorce. So I have already started the process by sleeping upstairs.
A divorce would not lead to hell and unhappiness. Wouldn't divorce be the cure if you live in hell?
No, we
and
are
unhappiness?
in hell and unhappiness.
So we're headed for purgatory,
Purgatory.
which is divorce.
Yeah, I guess.
And then you can like maybe move out of the divorce stage, which is purgatory, into maybe some kind of joy and happiness with Elvis or whoever the hell was. Who was it? You like Nick? How you doing in Oakdale? Where is Grandpa? Well, that's a great question.
You know what we did? We put him on the Elon Musk one-way ticket to the moon.
Grandpa is going to be inhabiting Mars. He's going to be the first person to take off in the Falcon 15. Eduardo, I hope the Niners win. I really do. My dad is watching TV. We're trying to keep him up until at least 6 o'clock before he's going to get tired and want to go to bed. So we try and keep him up.
Separation is not. Oh, there's Scott.
Separation.
Moose is on. Hi, Moose.
Moose. So my buddy's on. That's Scott Isaacson is his name. I call him Moose because that's what we call him.
And Scott calls you. I remember back in the day when, you know what Scott used to call you? Scott, are you ready for this? Ready? He used to call you
No, he didn't call me Sal. No, that
Yes,
wasn't
he
it.
did. Scott,
You don't know the story behind S&S.
he's laughing.
I know, but you don't know the story. There was some girls in our class that we used to, so it was Sal and Scott, and so we were S&S. So they would always get pissed off that we would always have our little inside jokes, and so whenever these people were around, we would go
Hi, Holly.
like that's how we would refer
Yeah, but
to
he
it.
would also call. I would hear the phone calls.
I was explaining it.
Oh.
It's not like we did that for
I
any
just
long period of
remembered
time.
that. That was like from the archives. See?
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott. He said good one.
Well, it's
And you just
all right. Whatever. Don't listen to me. Just invent your own history.
Dan is grumpy. He's a grumpy grump tonight.
Let me go grab another.
If you could offer to know, my partner has lung brain cancer and gets similar symptoms as Sunday.
Yeah, that is
Sadie.
that is a cause. You know, it's an injury to the brain, whether it's cancer or trauma.
So my mom, in her final stages of lung cancer, it was really bad. I don't really know, but it was really bad. I mean, she couldn't even formulate. She'd be like, "Oh, the sky is purple today," and it was just something completely different. And she would look at me like that wasn't the right thing to say. I don't know in that situation because it's kind of different a little bit. It's kind of different. What are you looking for?
Never, ever, ever getting back together.
My mods are here because they are here for me. They have my rules and regulations.
Ooh.
Thanks. Thanks.
This is a little purple bracelet. If you ever see somebody with a purple bracelet on, that means they have dementia. Or they're caring for someone with dementia. Oh look, this is
Dummies.
some
Dum-dums.
Dum-dums. And some Jolly Ranchers, pretty cool.
I'm not drinking. I'm out of my wine. So I just have a seltzer. It's not as good as my wine.
Sunflower, I heard a billion stories, and it's a ravaging, horrific disease. It really is. My heart's actually doing okay, Al. Thanks for asking. I'm walking, trying to eat healthy, and I've definitely reduced my stress level. It's a different kind of stress now, very different. So I think I'm doing, and I'm taking my meds.
Or we support people in dementia. Yeah.
I'm taking my meds pretty consistently, which is really important. I hope there's a season 4 of Louder Milk because I absolutely love the show. I don't know why.
Sadie, it's hard. And I think
I hope there's another
Can
one.
I really talk to Sadie really quick because that's a crucial thing. And I think it's different because they can't make sense, you know? The cancer and the all the fucking shit that's going on in their bodies right now. I don't know if there's anything you can do to ease that. Just hold their hand, touch, and just reassure them that everything's going to be fine. That's what I did with my mom. It was horrible.
Yeah, I
Because
had
you
an
can't
MRI.
do any of that. You can't, there's nothing rational you can do in those final stages. So I'm sorry, and I'm sorry you have to go through that because that's a really difficult, hard
Sure.
process. Really hard process. I only had one Red Bull today. Oh, thanks, Sunita.
I had a heart attack February 14th,
Bye.
2019. So the 5th anniversary is coming up in like 2 weeks. We celebrate Valentine's Day for a different reason.
The broken heart.
Instead of having, the heart, I had a broken heart on Valentine's Day. By the way, I posted that on my...
Jason, lion, hello.
What were the signs? Lori, that's a good question. The signs were my lifestyle. I knew it. It's not unexpected given the lifestyle I was living, which was not much sleep, a shit ton of stress, a lot of other crap, wasn't Michelob Ultras. So I lived a really unhealthy lifestyle. I didn't exercise enough, and I didn't value my health enough. I got a stent, Gigi,
Oh my God,
and all that changed after that day. The old man is doing. He's doing. If you don't hear him, that means he's doing great because he's sitting down and he's still awake.
See, that reminds me of my mom. And there's nothing you can do. I know when my mom did that stuff, she would look at me because she knew it wasn't right. And all I just said is I would laugh with her just to try to make her feel comfortable in those situations. And I just said I loved her, and that's it.
The symptoms that I had literally were I would have I would get out of breath walking up the stairs. 1 or 2 flights of stairs. If I got in an airplane and I flew, the altitude made me sick or a little nauseous when I flew. Or going to Tahoe at that altitude where the pressure constricts on your veins that are already, they're already narrow. And so those were some warning signs. And probably a couple years ahead of that.
The winds are picking up. My pet door just flew open and I'm freezing. My mom died of lung cancer. Yeah.
Oddly, Gringa, I saw that comment. You have to realize that there's 2 screens here and there's a lot of comments that go by. I probably see about 10% of them, so it's not like I'm intentionally not answering your question.
Hi, Emily.
And oftentimes I can't talk when she's talking, so Country B. If my dad will walk by, I'm sure. He has to walk by to get to his room. It's 5:36. He'll be really He's getting tired right now.
No, sweetie, I'm sorry. God, it's the worst thing to witness and be there because there's nothing you can do.
I remind you of your high school
Q.
history teacher?
Shut up, Q. Are you serious? Oh my God, hold on. I gotta like this, but I can't. I gotta like it and then read it. Hold on, Q. Just found out my wife has an OnlyFans. No joke. She's charging $19.99. I feel cheated on. I paid tens of thousands for that roast beef.
All right, so I got my $20. Okay. I'm ready to go for a month. Let me see what we're dealing with here. Can you send me that link, Rich? Because I know you're on here a lot. I see you. I'm willing to go $20 to see what we got going on over there.
Oh shit! Oh, Shirley.
3 strokes, James.
Oh, Sadie, that breaks my heart.
That's scary. And I'm glad you're okay and you're typing. You're on here.
Dan wants to know if the Arby's is worth looking at.
User, I'm retired. I do not work full time. What?
Cue ball, I love it. Shit.
Well, I don't know what, Arby's?
Yeah, because he said I paid tens of thousands of dollars for that Arby's. What? How did you find out she had an only?
How do you know it's Arby's?
You're getting me, because he was with her.
I'm just saying, it may not be Arby's. Maybe it's Subway. I don't know.
Oh shit, Rich.
Does it taste like Arby's?
How much sauce did
curious.
it have on the sandwich?
Do you ever incorporate mayonnaise into whatever it is you do?
It's a Thousand Island.
Moneymaker in Montana was at the last game.
I
Did
can't.
you see him there? He was there.
Oh shit.
Sharon, I'm. You were all included. Believe me, I don't even know the names of the things. I can't see the names, so it's not like I'm excluding anybody intentionally. Elon Musk brain chip. I mean, I wouldn't even get a tattoo or a piercing, so I'm clearly not getting an Elon Musk brain chip. If someone wants to go have a brain chip implanted in their head, I say,
I've been there.
you know,
It's
maybe
so
you
tough.
need a brain chip implanted in your head. Anybody who wants a brain chip, maybe it's going to help, because
He doesn't
who the
have-
hell wants someone to put something in your head?
He has
It reminds me of like Total Recall.
I put a microchip in him. It's not in his brain, but it's in his arm. Oh shit. Well, Rich, you need to tell me how you found out.
The
she
coffee
had
is not dangerous unless I consumed it in massive quantities.
Oh,
My dad is a
shit.
foot doctor.
Craig, our merchandise.
Oh,
thing
you
is
know,
something else
you're
right
probably
now.
right. You're
What?
absolutely right. Whoever said that,
What?
if I wore a dark shirt, the comments, because they're easier to see in front of Danielle's shirt, which is halfway here. I'll put on a dark shirt, but I can read the comments. I just can't read the names.
Dan can't micromanage very well.
I don't know why you're on me.
Because I'm trying to so you can see the
Oh.
comments.
Oh, I can see the comments fine.
As he called and told me one of her friends came across it at some point. It probably looked like my Tyson's old speed.
Olivia, my oldest brother was a doctor.
Did you
Mark
join
and
it?
Adam, middle brothers,
Did you
did
pay to
medical
look?
billing, and my sister
I
was
would've
married
paid.
to a rich attorney.
I would have paid to
And
look.
she's also a retired special ed teacher. And my little brother sells medical equipment.
I would have paid.
They're all
What a
Dear
shame.
dog, I saw
what
your
a
comment.
shame. What's the link? What?
Dave's in Hawaii too. I can't wait till he sees that. And he might have seen it
Oh shit.
because his kid was in it, right? Max was in it. So Dave probably saw that already.
Oh, Rich, you're killing me.
My
today.
dad's watching local news, Sarah. Usually there's a news channel on. It could be any of them. It could be CNN, Fox.
Rich,
it could
drop
be
her
local.
link.
It could be whatever
Drop her.
is on. Will
Drop
be
her.
on all day there.
Drop her. Drop her.
Okay,
link.
there's Travis is on right now. Travis, do me a favor. If it's really you, change your picture to a Taylor Swift picture that none of us have ever seen, and then we'll know it's you. And what the hell are you doing on here? Actually, I'm glad you're on
Rich,
here.
she
So that
will
means
get,
you're not practicing.
Rich, you can actually tell her you can
To
get her
beat
a
my
hookup,
manners.
but you need a commission off of it. Tell her you got people are interested, but you need to take at least 50% of what she makes. Oh shit, Rich, I love you.
We're off in two different conversations.
We're
Half the
Rich,
time I don't even know what the hell she's talking
Rich
about.
is making me. Oh my god.
What, are you drinking wine?
No,
What are you drinking? Are you drinking alcohol?
no, not anymore. I only had one. Only had one glass of wine. It's a
Well,
liqueur.
I'm drinking beer, so that's all right. One of us is drinking.
I know. I think we should all subscribe to her page. I'm curious now. I want to see the beef. Oh shit.
Trina, Dad is watching TV in the other room right now. Okay, it is beer. I mean, it may not be what people, consider to be sophisticated beer or elite beer, but hey, I'm a regular guy drinking nickel.
Cooper, this is my
trying
page,
to,
buddy.
trying to keep my weight down. How you doing, New Zealand?
Lord have mercy
I wish Lord have mercy.
on your soul.
Maybe I might need that.
I have a hair. Daniel, what is that? I mean,
Get your hair away from me.
Manscaped, y'all.
That would be quite impossible. I mean, unless you've had it stuck in there for like 2 years. So,
Oh shit.
Stephen, I have one
No, it's
account,
not.
and
It
you're
doesn't.
on it. This is my only TikTok account. I'm jazzed up. I'm a beer and a half in, so
You did?
I'm doing good. I'm beer and a half.
I thought this was your first one.
It's my second one.
Wow, you're
They go quick. I don't even think these are 12 ounce. What are these? How many ounces?
They're 12.
Yeah, it's 12 ounces. Well,
Just because they're long and skinny
I was
doesn't
wrong.
mean they hold less.
I mean, long and skinny is not what the girl wants. I can tell you that right now. What? I know that for sure because a girl told me.
Sunita says hello.
Who?
Sunita.
Senior?
Sunita, not senorita.
Sunita?
Sunita.
Hi, Sunita.
Dan he broke the score on the LSAT. What's perfect?
I did not score perfect on the LSAT, and when I took it, it was a different number than would be today. My niece took it,
Congratulations, Bartholomew.
and I don't know what the number's in. You can go by percentiles, and I was like in the 80th percentile or something like that. I don't know exactly what the hell my score was.
Rich, I swear to goodness. Rich says my daughter is selling Girl Scout cookies, and while her mom is selling her UGG. At this point, my only goal is to keep my daughter off the pole. Hey, listen to E40.
Rich, can you give me the information? Maybe
I
I can put
told-
Danielle in touch with your wife. Is she buying like Gucci stuff or something? Because if so, I mean, I'm thinking, where's the next step from TikTok? Where do we go from here?
Labia.
No, I think you go straight from
Nipples
social,
to labia.
from TikTok to OF. I think that's what you do, right?
Right, labia. Oh shit.
I mean, you don't have to show labia on OF, right? You
Wait,
can
I
have
think you
different
start.
degrees.
I think
of-
you start with the nipple and then you move down.
Well, then you get desensitized. So we start with the nipple, and then you have to get more and more and more. That's the whole thing with social media. It's got to be, you got to put something out there, and if people like it, you got to do something a little more, and then a little more, and a little more, and by the end of the day, you're in Mexico at some kind of animal show. It's just it's a slippery slope. Be careful.
And if you saw,
I am not getting
Dan,
lucky tonight.
and if you saw, Dan said he would pimp me out. He'd be like, "We don't have to show your face. We just have to show neck and under."
No, I think they want to see the face. That's the whole point of the TikTok. We could maybe
I need
superimpose.
wine. I don't have any wine. Don't have
How
any
about
wine.
how about we did an OF page and we had my head and superimposed over Nick Bosa's body, and your face over who? Taylor Swift? I mean, I don't know who it could be. Somebody's body. Jessica Alba? Who? Who's got a good body? I don't. Who? Mila Kunis?
I mean, my body is probably more like J-Lo's than anybody's.
Ooh. How about Shakira?
Shakira?
Shakira.
No, I don't have Shakira's.
I mean, Shakira, if anybody does know Shakira, honestly, I don't know what it is, but if you know Shakira, holy shit. Sorry.
And Dan says,
Shakira?
Shakira.
What's her name?
Shakira.
That's what I said.
You said ch. C-H.
Shakira. That's what I said.
It's,
I mean, hips don't lie, do they?
I don't know.
Oh, da, da, da.
He says it all the time. He's not.
Juan, you know, we're on social media. You can't not cross certain lines.
It's
Shakira.
No, stop saying cha. I hate when
That's the way it sounds in the song.
It's not Shakira. Cha.
Oh, hips don't lie.
Oh,
I hear she's in some kind of trouble. I also hear she's kind of wild. I've heard it could be bullshit because you know there's a lot of fake bullshit about people out there. We know that, but
you're wild. You're a freak in the sheets, baby.
do you hear that, Shakira? Shakira.
What?
I said Shah.
Shakira.
I said Shakira.
Shakira. Not Shakira.
I got it.
Oh, Lord. She's performing at the Super Bowl. Didn't you already did?
Shakira is? Well, now I'm watching for sure.
Shakira? You ain't gonna get friends with Shakira.
Locker room talk. I know. I was talking about locker room talk earlier today.
No, that got a big fight a long time ago.
What?
Locker room talk.
Locker room talk?
Remember?
Shakira. Do I get mistaken for Joe Rogan? No. First of all, Joe Rogan's like 100 pounds heavier than me. His head is probably twice my size. And he's very well, I mean, he's got, 20 million people that follow him. No, people do not mistake me for Joe. Are you talking about Joe Rogan, the guy on the podcast, right? Not Seth Rogen, the guy in the movies. J-Lo or Shakira? Shakira. I mean, there's not even a question there. It's not even a contest. I'm not getting Lucky Jennifer because it is, the strawberry time, right? I know because I can see the remnants that are left in the porcelain depository. It is strawberry time. Billy Joel Armstrong. How are you doing up in Vancouver? How about the guy in Jaws? Are you talking about the younger guy or the older guy? I mean, what was the younger guy? Is what the guy, the famous actor. His name is escaping me. Strawberry Fields is wonderful. Blue. Salma Hayek would be great. I mean, Salma's awesome. What the hell's the other guy in Jaws? The younger guy with the beard. He was in, Once Around and a whole bunch of other movies.
Who?
We're not going to Vegas. I got Grandpa. I can't. Richard Dreyfuss.
Dreyfuss, yeah.
I wish I was going.
Do you need anything?
Kind of.
Oh shit!
You could get me a beer, but it's outside. I would. If I had a ticket, I would probably go, but I would probably have to go just like a day and a half. It's going to be a good game. I know there are a lot of Chiefs fans out there. I'm going to be rooting for the Niners, but it's going to be a good game. Jesus, Dreyfuss is 76. God. I was just talking to my buddy, Scott, who was on here earlier. He's in San Diego. He said it was blue skies there. But I know we're expecting a lot of rain up here. What would I do if there was a zombie apocalypse? Now there's someone on here as Moose. That's funny because his nickname's Moose. What would you do if the zombie? I would probably, would I try and escape the zombies or become, I think I would escape them. My dad's up. What if, like my dad sometimes is the zombie apocalypse at night. When he doesn't, at night, like at 2 a.m, sometimes he doesn't really, and he's half asleep and sundowning. He doesn't really know who I am. How about some news about my mom? My mom is doing fine. All right, so far she's come through some difficult weeks. She seems to be doing all right. Would they attack Ed? I don't know. I don't know. Are there really zombies? I mean, what is a zombie technically? Is that someone who's dead who comes back to life, or I don't even know what a zombie really is. Have I thought about living in a cabin in the woods? Yes, I have. Just in the woods alone, but not. I don't spend a lot of time.
You couldn't survive in the woods.
I know, but someone asked if I ever thought about it, so I said yes.
You could not survive.
You're just saying no. I've never thought about it.
You could not survive in the woods. I mean,
I could survive in the woods.
You would have to chop wood for fire. You would have to hunt for food.
To hunt, I could
the hell?
walk into the town.
I bet, Amy, I don't have any more.
You walk into town to get food, and then you go back out to the woods.
You can get them married again. No. Shh.
Sam, I will get videos when they're there. It's just when the opportunity's there. That's when I get videos. It's not. I don't plan videos of my dad. I plan videos that I write and things for Danielle and I. But with regard to my dad, you just get what we get. You get the same thing I get every day. When he wakes up, there may be a great video in the morning, or there may not be. It really depends on him.
It hurts, Travis. Still.
Zombies would come after us and leave Ed.
They would. I think so. I think Ed would survive the zombie apocalypse.
You have a migraine? Someone asked.
Yeah, I've been having a headache for like the last 2 days.
Who is my favorite Civil War general?
What the hell?
I mean, I only know 2 Civil War generals. I know Lee and Grant. I don't know any other ones. And I mean, obviously, I would have to say Grant. Those are the only 2 I know. The weather changes. The ferns, Percy, will be watered at some point today, but a little later.
All right, come on.
Unconditional surrender grant. A little later.
I'll help you.
I'll help him here, dear.
I know, my hand is cold, huh? I'm holding your hand.
Thanks, dear.
Listen, my hand is cold. Scoot in. I'll do it. Sit down and talk.
Let me do it. I'll do it.
Drop around there.
You're gonna change him?
Yeah, I'll do it. Just go ahead. Sit down.
We're take me to the bathroom and go pee.
All right,
I'm just holding him because I
I'm
don't have
tired
dogs.
too.
all right. Ever since I got back, so Danielle had him while I was in.
I'm freezing.
You're cold.
She had him while I was in New Orleans, and ever since I got back, she's been like even protective of him from me. It's like she's stepping up. She's gonna, and she showers him.
Yeah,
It's incredible, and she's done it twice. I haven't had to shower him since I got back. She's done it, and he is okay with it. So it's pretty incredible. Yeah, I know. He's definitely spoiled. She does things, like she actually washes his hair in the shower, where I just pour the shampoo in his hand and go, wash your hair, and yell, on your arms, get below, get in there. That's me yelling at him. She actually does his hair, and he sits there. It probably feels good. She's amazing, and proved it over the last week. I mean, I am, pretty impressed and thrilled, because it takes a lot of pressure off me. And, she's never done that before, the showering, all that stuff, but she had him for 4 days. And I got back, and he was cognitively better than when I left. So he was really content, and I am just grateful for that. I can't tell you how grateful I am. Is Michelle Obama? Michelle didn't announce. I'm very lucky. And he's clean. It's amazing. Donna, she really is. I mean, we all have our quirks, but I mean, when you come down and if you judge people by their actions and not just, their words they say, you can't get any higher. If you just look at her actions, what she does every day. Who's considering medicine? Keep ignoring Ireland. We love Ireland here. Brandon, I'm retiring out. I was a criminal attorney. You were in school lunch when you were in elementary. Grandpa was drinking a beer a couple of times. He drank a half a beer. He was never a beer drinker. But he I think on one live, like maybe a year ago, he drank a half a beer.
No.
We should renew our vows.
You use your hands normally.
Criminal defense. My dad is Danielle's putting him to bed right now. Naya, we love our shepherds. You thinking Danielle's my daughter? We're 6 years apart. So, I mean, I was a stud, but I wasn't having kids at 6. I did take the LSAT cam. And I scored 80 percentile. I don't know what the hell the score was. It's different now than it was then. I've never done a murder case intentionally. I've never taken a murder case. That was something that I decided I wouldn't do. I've done an attempted murder case, and I used to do rape cases, but I stopped that after one of my clients got a sweetheart deal for a really horrific rape, and then I just said, I'm never doing that again. So I didn't. My heart is okay. I lived an unhealthy lifestyle for a lot of years. I drank a lot of alcohol. I did things like Adderall, and worked really hard. Took big cases that were extremely stressful, and almost killed myself before I was 50. So I'd rather live longer and happier poor than live that crazy, stupid lifestyle. And I feel so much better, and I'm doing so much better. I'm just a better person than I was. I started as a prosecutor user. I started with the LADA's office. I went bald in law school, and I went, I lost my sight in law school from reading so much, and I went bald. I think I was going bald anyway. I think my heart's okay, Kathleen. I walk every day, and I eat much healthier. I've reduced my stress levels. I've reduced those other added, like the Adderall type stuff, all out of my life. So I'm a much healthier person. Humor's so critical in every aspect of life. Whether you're, a professional, whether you're it doesn't matter. Humor is always good, and I think healthy. I think humor laughter, I think, is when laughter and tears are two of the healthiest bodily functions that you can have. And orgasm. Those three. A good poop's good too. When you got a good one, that's good. But tears, laughter, and orgasm are probably the healthiest human reactions you can have. In my mind. You can mail cards to my law office, Salinger Law Group. You can find it on the internet, the address. Salinger Law Group is where people mail stuff to. I know the dogs are going at it, they're getting excited. I didn't want to do murder cases because in my mind, if I'm going to take someone's life in my hands, I have to be committed to that 24 hours a day and not half-assed. I had kids, I had a family, I had a lifestyle, and I was not going to take any cases where someone's life was at stake unless I was willing to make that my life and to put my life on hold to protect someone else's life. And I didn't want to make that sacrifice, so I would not take any capital cases or cases where you're facing 25 to life. It's just not what I wanted. It was still stressful without that. And those are not, as people, when you represent someone, you're with them, right? I mean, you become them. You become their ego, their ultra ego. I don't necessarily want to commingle so much with that level. I respect the lawyers that do that are amazing because they're doing it, right? They're not murderers, but they're defending a murder. What's my case record? You'd have to go with just trials, right? Because most cases resolve. OJ was guilty, not religious. My dad was a doctor, if you're asking about my dad. I don't know where Danielle is. I think she was putting my dad to bed. Danielle's not my half sister, no. My favorite lawyer, my favorite lawyer is here in Sacramento. Roger Dreyer is one of the most spectacular, prolific litigators and trial attorneys that I have ever seen. You're between Chico and Sacramento. You're what, in Woodland, Nicole, or Marysville? Scott Peterson, I think, was guilty. I don't think Garagos did a great job on his case. I don't think he was going to win it anyway. Barry Scheck's got to be pretty old right now, right? Barry Scheck was one of the OJ attorneys. I'd have to think about what my most difficult case was. I believe OJ is guilty of murder, double murder, yeah. That's my own personal belief. I don't know any probate attorneys down south. Who do I want to win the Super Bowl? I've always been a 49er fan my whole life. So I want more than anything for the 49ers to win. Deidre, I agree with you. Who killed JFK? I don't know. Lee Harvey Oswald, I believe. I met Johnny Cochran twice. Because I was in the LADA's office during OJ's trial. I was there. I met Gil Garcetti. I met Marcia Clark. I think I met Darden. And I met Johnny Cochran in an elevator riding down. I talked to him. We had a brief 15-second conversation. And then I met him a couple years later. He was doing an interview in Sacramento, like in one of the major main buildings, and I happened to have an appointment up there, and he was on TV getting interviewed, and I walked over and talked to him for a bit. He's gone. He's dead now. Max, my nephew, drove home today, so he's up in the Reno area. I may see him next week. What do you think about the Kardashian size that they're full of drama? Kardashians, I don't think much of good, bad. I'm just not into it. Not into the Kardashian stuff. I'm from California originally. LBJ, didn't he become president after Kennedy was killed? My dad is doing really well, I was just telling my mom today, I am shocked almost that we're coming up on 3 years of having him, and I was anticipating a much more dramatic cognitive decline in my dad. And literally, he's had significant declines, but most of them have been physical rather than mental. So I am really, I'm feeling pretty good about how my dad's doing mentally. Physically, it's really gotten tough. And I would never have thought that was going to be the case. But as it turns out, the biggest fear I have is of my dad falling. It's not of him declining super fast because he's fairly stable. Robert Kardashian was OJ's friend. And I think Robert Kardashian was the guy driving the white Bronco.
Oh, thanks, Brenda. Hi, Gina. Thanks,
Surprising trends I learned. So we are in the era of treatment for dementia and Alzheimer's, and they are making incredible strides. It's really important to support the cause. If you can give to the Alzheimer's Association, they have, they're mostly volunteers, so the money is it's really an efficient use of your donation, your charity dollars, because most of that money goes to research and to help caregivers like myself. There's, that don't have all the benefits of social media, and my dad has finances, and there's a lot of people that you can help by supporting the Alzheimer's Association. And we are making advancements, and I think in 20 years, 20, 30 years, we're not going to be dealing with as much of this dementia that we're dealing with today.
Thanks, Angela.
Yeah, Kardashian was OJ's good friend.
The rubber glove.
I prefer coffee, but sometimes tea is better if coffee hurts my stomach. Oh, was it AJK? You may be right. You may be very right now that you mentioned that. It may have been AJ. Yeah, you're right.
Make Dan uncomfortable.
AJ Collins. What?
They want me to make you uncomfortable again. Mm-hmm.
Al Collins, thank you. Thank you for correcting me. That's the beauty of getting on here. If I say something wrong,
Hi, Beth.
I'm going to get corrected pretty fast.
It's coconut, yeah. One of my favorites. Coconut and limoncello. Mm-hmm. Hi, Danny. Woohoo! Hi, Jeff.
How
did we get to the OJ thing?
I don't know. We were talking about law, I think.
Oh.
I've never been to North Carolina, but my oldest brother went to Wake Forest University. It's either in North or South Carolina.
Who can burp the loudest?
I did not go to Togo's today. Casey, I think a lot of people bring that. When did Ed start showing symptoms? A long time ago, like 12, 13 years ago. He probably started showing symptoms, the first symptoms, probably 5, 6 years before we had to step in. I'm not going to repeat that, Rich, but it's kind of funny.
Q, we're not repeating that, but...
No, West Virginia, somebody sent that sweatshirt, and I really like the sweatshirt, so I often put it on him or me. It's just like a perfect indoor sweatshirt. It not too thick. It fits around his neck really easily. It's just a really nice sweatshirt. So you see it a lot.
Hi in Ireland. Hi Lori. Weren't you in here? Nobody's a fisherman other than
Andrew.
Yeah.
And his friend Jordan is like a professional. Jordan, who grew up in our house almost.
Andrew's best friend since he was 3.
He's like a professional. He goes on all the tournaments and he wins them.
He wants to be a professional
fisherman.
Yeah. We have a lot of Ireland. I noticed we have a lot of Canadians in Ireland.
And South Africans.
Yeah. Who drives more between you? Him.
Something about my siblings and my dad.
Hannah's not back at school yet. She's waiting to try to get in.
Eric, I don't have Super Bowl tickets. I haven't been to a football game in a long time. If I had Super Bowl tickets, I would go to the Super Bowl, but just because it's the Super Bowl. Somebody on here right now had tickets and offered to put me in a box at the NFC Championship game, and in Santa Clara. I just couldn't take up the offer because I have other responsibilities.
What does Grandpa wear? A 9.5, I think. Is Andrew gonna play for us? I don't know. Why are you both speaking at the same time? Because we always do.
I have to talk. If I didn't speak at the same time as her, I would just be sitting here. I'd just be like, I could put a mannequin of me here, and it would be the same thing. Ask why if I just didn't talk. I don't know what you mean by your siblings not gather with your dad. I don't know what that means. All of my siblings assist in some way or another with the care of my parents. There's a lot more, than just my dad. My mom is alive, right? And I have siblings that take care of her and spend a lot of time with her. We bought the house; it was already built. Well, we did meet the builders, right? Were the people that built it that came over? They came over just 2 months ago and toured the house, and they built it. So we got to ask them, are you sure they were the builders, the second owners?
He was the builder.
Okay, so yeah, we got to meet the builders.
Steve.
They love the house. They still love it.
He's proud of it.
He's proud of it. He came over. I said, come and look at it anytime you want. He brought his wife, and they were...
His ex, well, it's not his wife.
His wife had never seen it.
The new wife.
Right, the new wife.
Yeah. Oh, Jenny Boo, you okay, honey? Got it. Still.
Did my dad have a great bedside manner?
I hate
I don't
my
know.
friends
I mean, he was a
in
foot
pain.
doctor, right? So he didn't have,
That's
when he did the kind of surgeries he do for ingrown toenails, or I don't even know what all the other surgeries, but typically I can't imagine that they were in the hospital for a long time after the surgeries. They probably went home in a day or two. Do you overthink often? It's a good question. Most people with ADHD overthink a lot.
And people with anxiety. Meow.
Where's that cat?
He's outside.
That cat is meowing.
No, do not let him in. He pisses all over Andrew's guitar.
He's outside meowing out loud?
Yes, he's outside.
That's incredible.
Oh, Melanie. Oh, thank you.
How you doing down in Austin?
No, he pisses everywhere. He's neutered, but he still pisses. That's Creams. And Andrew's really pissed off at him because he peed on his $600 waiters. And so he's so mad.
That cat was born in this house.
No, it's Creams.
It's not the black cat. It's cream
He's
color.
Creams, so we call him Creams.
Yeah.
And he does. And he pissed. Andrew was so mad because. Excuse me.
Oh God.
Excuse me.
All right, so I am starving. Okay, I want to eat. I mean, I'm literally starving right now.
Oh.
Can I eat?
Can you?
Right? You want to stay on for? It's Wednesday night. What do you think?
Whatever.
I want to eat some food. I'm hungry. I didn't just eat. Iraqi
I
food
can
probably
stay.
pretty good.
I can stay.
Let me go order pizza. No, I got food.
No, he has food.
And if I didn't have food, I probably wouldn't be so
I can
hungry.
stay. I don't care. I'm fine. I can stay. Sometimes it's like you can be using your own head. I agree with that. I'm an overthinker. I don't think he over. Yeah, that's the cat that shit in the crotch. Oh, Taco Bravo. Scott, that was like some of the best. Yeah, God. It's like the best version of Taco Bravo. I'm not hungry. No. The best Mexican food. It was like the best rendition of Taco Bell and Jim Boys ever was Taco Bravo. I'm originally from Nashville. Lipstick, I'm not a big lipstick wearer. I'm not. I wear gloss and chapstick. Chondo's Tacos is good. You know, Chondo used to live down the road from us. Oh, baby kitties. Do you have Spanish? Nope, no Spanish. Here for a serious relation that will lead to marriage. I don't know what that means. You're looking for love?
Looking
I
for
would-
love in
I
all
would,
the wrong
yeah, this is
places.
Carmex. I'm not particular with my chapsticks. I just buy. I just pick. So, the Donny Cat, I just fed him his kitty crack and he's happy. Yes, it was by the prune yard. Yes, Judy, it was by the prune yard. And that was the only one that I don't know if there was any other ones, but that's where Dan used to take me. I love it. Valentine's Day plans. I'm going to tell you, Valentine's Day, Dan has never believed in the Hallmark holidays. So I've always been befuddled on Valentine's Day. But you bet your pony's ass that the day after, the second day after Valentine's Day, when everything is 75% off, Dan will bring me home gifts then. Gifts. And it doesn't matter what they are. One year he brought me home Valentine's Day cards. A box of them that you get for your kids in school. Because they were 75% off. I'm not joking. And random gifts that I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with this shit? So bye, Sally. Yeah, no, he's never been a Valentine's Day, so I've always sucked with the gift given on Valentine's Day. Yeah, or he has sucked. And now, yeah, thoughtful? Yes. The box of Valentine's Day cards, one year it was some craft box. It was in like a painter's tub and it had popsicle sticks in it and it had like all sorts of fuzzies and shit. You can, don't know. I said, what is that? Do you know this is what kids, yeah, so no, he doesn't. Is eating much takeout just habit? I don't eat takeout. I'm not a big takeout person. Dan is addicted to takeout. I don't know why, but he is a big takeout eater.
Me?
Yeah. I cook. He just chooses not to eat it. And then if I cook, he says, oh, I didn't know you were cooking. No. Different flavors of crystal light drink product with the added caffeine if you want some. Oh, it's good to know. I didn't know.
What's she talking about?
I thought you were eating.
I've got my food over there. I'm listening to you, and
He's got FOMO.
Right, I got phone. What the hell you're talking about?
Okay,
me over here.
so basically, the heart attack since then has become a day we don't celebrate because he almost died on Valentine's Day.
It's just absolutely not true. We do celebrate. We don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but like I wrote you a poem for Valentine's Day. What are we gonna do this
25
weekend?
years ago?
When are we going back to mine?
25 years ago?
It wasn't 25 years ago.
Yeah, you haven't written me a poem in fucking years, brother.
You know, I mean, who can burp the loudest? Roddy, I mean, we're just freaking stupid enough to take that challenge up. I mean, that is ridiculous. I mean, let's talk about that for a second. Do you ever read my poems? I mean, honestly, you don't like my poems,
The
so
ones you write me, I do. There's still one hanging up in my closet.
I wrote
On
that
a
on
fucking hanger, he wrote it.
Yeah.
On a fucking hanger. Let me show it.
But she doesn't
Don't-
read my
don't-
poems. She
don't
doesn't
don't
care.
even-
So I'm not real motivated to write poems to someone who kind of laughs at me or doesn't care for them. Bring her out for V-Day. What is V-Day? Is that Vagina Day? I mean, what are we talking about that?
Okay, 2011 was the last poem I got. Here it is.
That's not the last poem.
Here it is. Here's the Valentine's Day poem.
So that's poem is 15 years old. What does it say?
Here's
remember.
my Valentine's Day poem. Here it is.
It came on a hanger.
It's
I
on
think
a
that's
hanger.
Awesome.
It's on a hanger. Are you ready?
Read
This is
it. Is it good? I hope it's good.
February 14th, 2011. And it's As I reflect upon all of the memories that live in my mind, the truly important one, easy to find, some happy, some sad, some good, and some bad. Above all the rest, I must confess, the day I married you is the best one I had.
So let me read it so that it's...
Happy Valentine's Day. Love, Dan. Here it is. Right here. Here it is. Here it is. 2011.
That's 13 years ago.
Here it is. It's hanging in my closet. So, there it is. So, here, you want to read it?
Yeah, February 14th, 2011. As I reflect upon all of the memories that live in my mind, the truly important are easy to find. Some happy, some sad, some good and some bad. Above all the rest, I must confess, the day I married you is the best that I've had. That's it. That's not, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not going to get published or anything. But it was a personal thing on a hanger.
It was a quick.
It was a hanger.
This is a quick. And it was on my pillow. This was on my pillow. So when I came back into the room, it was laying on top of my pillow.
Oh, that's what V-Day is. I was going, what the hell is V-Day? Vagina Day? But it's Valentine's Day. All right. Yeah, that was in 2011. Did we even have all of our kids at that point?
Pat, do you want a hanger? That's what I get.
What else did she get? I can tell you what she got offered. I know she got offered it because she's offered it every day. The question is, did she accept the offer? I don't remember.
That's my love.
Hopefully back in those days.
Vulva day.
I mean, in those days, we were probably pretty crazy, right? Auction the hanger for Alzheimer's. If people would buy it for Alzheimer's, that would be wonderful. I'm going to try and do a lot more for the cause.
This is Travis Kelsey, Prince Poems. This is very special. So it will be hanging in my closet. It has been hanging in my closet for this many years.
I also wrote you a Valentine's Day poem one year, and that's posted.
Let me go.
It might be my fifth or sixth post of all my posts. Like at the very beginning, when I started TikTok, you'd have to go all the way back to the bottom of my page, and you could find the Valentine's Day poem that I wrote for her. Yeah, every 13 years isn't bad. I mean, if she sold, I wouldn't sell that, right? That's 13 years old. So, I mean, if someone wrote that to me and I had stuff that's old, I value that stuff. We're at $20. I'll write a poem. If you know what I could do is write a poem for somebody who, the biggest bidder for Alzheimer's, but everyone would have to give, and then whoever gave the most, I could take some time and write a poem for them, like get their information, think about it for a little while, and write it. That's not a bad idea, because you got to do something to motivate people to give to this stupid disease. I'll write a poem about the 49ers losing. That would be an ugly poem. It would probably not speak very highly. I don't want to talk about it. Let's wait and see what happens. Eventually, I have to put the poems in a book, but that's the next problem. I've got a few things I'm working on. That's got to be coming down the line.
What?
Making a poem book,
But you said
which
that
I probably have to write some
you
more
said that for 2
and
years.
clean up some other ones. I'm feeling really good post Nola. A lot of people they sent out something. There were, a lot of people got sick or got colds but I'm fine. I got sleep, and I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the people that I met. I met amazing people, and I mean unsung heroes, people you've never heard of.
Oh, people are sick?
No, some people, of course, everyone gets sick when you go to a big thing, and they travel in airplanes and stuff. But I met the most amazing people.
It wasn't junk mail on an envelope.
And some of the patrons. I went out to eat with somebody, with Bart and his wife Mary, and just there's some really incredible people out there that are so selfless and so giving and so unselfish with their time and their money that it is remarkable. It really inspired me, the effort that people put out and the love and compassion that these people have and carry around with them all the time. So it is, I'm looking forward to helping, because, anytime I can be around those people is really uplifting. It's what humanity's all about, are the people that are there supporting that organization.
Dan was
Amazing people.
he really had a good time.
I did, Kay. I got a haircut for the event. I just
No,
buzzed
she said, aren't you glad you got a haircut?
I am glad I got a haircut.
And you didn't have to wear a suit.
Travis, Grandpa reminds so many people of their grandpa or their father, that it's amazing. And that's why he's so popular. I think he's just, everybody sees a little bit of, their own relatives in him. I wish I had more opportunity to enjoy the food, but unfortunately, I was the last speaker at the event, and I was kind of rewriting. And when I got there, we need you to talk about fundraising. So I had to add a whole third to my speech, which meant changing it around. Cecile, I want to meet Bob so bad. Josh Pettit helps take care of his mother, Betty, and his father, Bob, is still alive. And I wrote on their comment, Bob's my second favorite father on all of TikTok. I mean, he's amazing. Josh, he records it, and I absolutely love, if I could take anything out of TikTok that is amazing, it's the relationship between Bob and Betty. Josh is the one who he's the kid like me who's posting it, but Bob and Betty, I saw a video today where, she was in all of her condition, where she put her head on her husband. It's an amazing thing. Life is special. And that's a wonderful family. I love that, watching that relationship between Bob and Betty. I mean, I'm not sad looking at Betty. I look at Betty and I think I'm happy, because she has two guys who are her son and her husband, who are keeping her in that home and giving her a quality of life that would otherwise, she can't give herself that quality of life. They provide that for her. And Bob.
Do you know their handle?
I don't. You can find it. Josh Pettit, Josh Pett, I think.
Rita said Pet. Josh Pett, maybe.
Josh Pett, I think. They're absolutely a wonderful family to watch. I really enjoy them. Josh Pett. Did I finish my beer already? These things go fast, these Michelobs.
Are you thirsty?
No, but it just goes down so smooth. Oh. Josh is so sweet. I was hoping to meet them. I was hoping to meet Josh. No, they were not there.
Were they
but he raised a lot of money for the Alzheimer's Association. Oh. And I really want to meet Bob and shake his hand.
Dope, it's so good, right? I finished it. I did it. Yeah, okay, I did. Hi, Rachel, thank you. We call it Michelob water.
That's all right. It still gets you there. Michelob water will get you there. It may take a little longer, but eventually you'll get there. Oh, so the food. One of the patrons took us out to a, I'm not someone who goes to like these super exclusive dinners at the restaurants that are, you don't even know about them. They're so exclusive. And someone, a really wealthy patron took, it was 6 of us to this dinner, and, turtle, alligator, whatever you want. It was
40,000. Yeah, that's a lot.
An amazing restaurant that you go through like a little door, and you go through back, you pass some kitchen steps, and you get this really exclusive place. So I felt really kind of neat and special there, but they were just amazing people. And the food, unfortunately, they had all these exotic dishes. I got the chicken. I got a wedge and the chicken.
He didn't indulge in any
I had the cheapest meal on the menu, but that was, to me, none of the other stuff looked, to me like. So I do want to try more food, and I want to go back there when I'm not in a kind of a working environment.
Bye, Alex. Good night. Good night. Just get some sleep. He's about to indulge.
Yeah,
He's indulged.
yeah. Teepa Snow was not there. Teepa Snow is a very well-renowned expert on on how caregivers should deal or can deal with people with dementia and Alzheimer's. She's incredibly a valuable resource, but no, she was not there. Cecile, Danielle, I would have loved to have had Danielle there. I would have had a lot more fun, but somebody had to take care of my dad, and Danielle did it with, what she did while I was gone. My impress level is like way up. I'm grateful at this point. Was Gretchen there? No, Gretchen was not there. I'd like to meet Gretchen too. I think she's one of my other favorite content providers. I did not really learn much that I can try with Grandpa, but you have to remember Grandpa is later, much later in the staging of the disease. And most of the therapies and treatments are for earlier stages or recently diagnosed. Yeah, Gretchen is real. She's one of those people on TikTok that is real. I did not try any gumbo. I didn't get a baguette, or what are they called?
Beignet.
Beignet.
Six tattoos.
Because my plane left on Sunday really early in the morning. So Saturday night after I finished my speech, which was really the only time I had to, where I could really just not worry about anything, it was just too late at that point. Gretchen's TikTok handle is something like Adventure Cats. Adventure Cats. Her TikTok was originally about her two cats that she's in love with. Do you have some good sodium for your recipes? I don't eat. Grandpa was never a big salt eater. We don't use a lot of extra salt. No, my wife's amazing. I couldn't do this without her. I couldn't have left without her. And now I feel like if I have the opportunity again, I'm not as afraid to go because I'm now confident that my wife not only can handle it, but she might do it better than me. I don't know. But Christy, she's a good follow. What's your favorite meal to cook? Spaghetti?
Spaghetti, because everybody loves my spaghetti.
Vegas, Kay, now Vegas, if you can pull something off, Kay, and get a ticket to the Super Bowl, I might have to go. But other than that, if I had a ticket, I would go.
Kyler, they pulled it off though. Second half team.
Danielle should do a cooking video.
I don't about leaving Dan. I am more apprehensive with leaving Dan home with him.
I mean, when I'm home, it's fine. When she's gone for a couple days, it's okay. You just spend most of your time doing caregiving. Whereas I can split it up when Danielle's here. I can leave the house. I can go do things. But it's okay to be alone if you need to go somewhere.
Yeah. No, Brittany, I've done both ways. I've done with stewed tomatoes. I've done it my own way. I do what I do now, which seems.
Lika, she controls the money. I don't control any of that. Yeah. So if getting tickets anywhere, I have to go to her.
No, she's saying she wants
sent
me to come to Boston.
Yeah,
and visit
she said
her
get her a
Steve
ticket.
And Jeremy.
I know. She said get her a ticket.
Yeah.
And I said she's the one who does all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're going to Cabo in May, right? We're going to go.
So we're trying to find airline tickets.
We're going to be there in May. We're going to be in Cabo.
Yeah. So what I do, Brittany, back to my sauce. My base sauce is Rouse sauce, and then I put some garlic and olive oil. Stewed tomatoes
check in.
It. Southwest is the most expensive flight there right now. They are literally like $850.
And
May 2nd through the 3rd. So I think it's Friday through Tuesday. So I think it's the 3rd through the 7th.
Something like that. That's.
I think.
But we're going to be there.
I think we're trying to get.
if we're there without
Southwest is
Grandpa,
like, we finally found a ticket for like $450 round trip, but it has a stop.
where? As long as it's not like in Denver or something.
It's not in Utah.
My brother and sister are gonna have to. We gotta plan that out. They're gonna have to come here and both stay here and take care of them.
The small diced tomatoes, though, they're not the
We're
big.
going to
chunky
Cabo
ones.
in May for Danielle's 50th birthday.
Oh, I'm gonna be 50.
Travis, you can't. If that's funny, because we did go to Utah. We were at the hotel, and it was like 4:30. It was a layover.
I know, that's why.
And I went to order a beer, and
saying
they're, oh, you can't drink beer until 5 o'clock
It was 6 o'clock.
or 6 o'clock.
It was 6
whatever it was.
o'clock. You shot again? GSR?
Her birthday at G Money is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th.
Shit. Fuck, 50? Ah,
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna be 50.
You're gonna be 50.
Damn. Are you gonna?
I don't know.
Is that
but
okay?
Are you ready
Is
yet?
that okay?
What?
Are
That you're gonna be 50?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to trade you in for a younger model,
A younger.
or just anybody not at menopause.
Well, 36. Yeah. Fuck my head.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. So, but are you ready? Because
I am. My head's killing me.
I came back for a little while.
I know.
All right, her head's killing her. I'm exhausted. I was in a bad mood until.
You were in a
but
bad
now
mood.
that it's gone, that's stifled. So Friday night,
Yeah, Linda, it's not.
I'll be back Friday.
It's horrible.
What?
Southwest.
Southwest
That's
is
it.
fine.
Southwest. CEO. Who's the CEO of Southwest? Hook me up. Do you know who I
Gonorrhea
am?
appointment.
You have gonorrhea?
No, someone was asked what happened to. No, I don't have gonorrhea.
Oh.
Someone asked if I caught gonorrhea in the
Well,
office.
you could have.
Maybe. You know they don't wash the sheets over there. What happened?
Oh, is that what they say? It was the
How did you
sheets.
get gonorrhea? I don't know. It must have been a toilet seat. They're not. It is the South.
It was
They have different.
It was the sheets, you guys.
It was the
sheets.
It was the sheets. Watch out for those sheets.
Good night, you guys. Love you. See you in the morning.
Good night, guys. Thanks for watching.
Watch out
Appreciate
for
it.
those sheets.